hope you're all okay and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a super exciting video, and it's actually in collaboration with Beauty Bay, which I know, mental her. I literally buy so much of my makeup from Beauty Bay, so to be collaborating with them is just rather crazy. Today I've teamed up with Beauty Bay as part of their newest campaign, which is #QueenBB, which is basically all about, you know, getting out there, being bold, brave, experimenting with your makeup and just coming out of your comfort zone, I guess, and trying out new things, because we're all guilty of sticking to what we know, what we love, I included, hence why I don't do that many makeup tutorials on my channel, because I just know what I love. Just a good warm eyeshadow and a neutral lip normally. But today I have actually come out of my comfort zone, and as part of this video with Beauty Bay, they actually challenged me to recreate one of their looks from their campaign, and I have actually done the Drew look, which I will include a picture on screen right about now. So this look is very like gorgeous purple, like smoky eye with a very bold lip. As you can see, I've not got the lip on now. Wanted to keep it a little surprise for you, so you will see how it comes at the end, and yeah, you'll see me come out my comfort zone, very much so, because I never ever go for a bold lip. But yeah, I am going to leave the link to Beauty Bay's newest campaign, because there is actually an advert for it. I absolutely love the advert. Also, as always, I will link all the products I have used throughout this video in the description bar. Of course, they're all Beauty Bay. So yeah, if you want to see how I recreated this look, then please continue watching. Okay, so first things first, before I do get started in this video, I just want to point out that I have a cold sore. Like, honestly, I'm not feeling the greatest today. If you notice that my lips are looking a bit red or swollen, or I don't know, people always notice things, just thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, I'm going to crack on. So like I said, been sent a big load of goodies from Beauty Bay. So the first thing I've done is I have done my brows off camera. I know every single YouTuber does this. It's honestly just so time consuming doing brows. You guys would know, like, brows are like the one that just takes all your time up. So for brows, I have used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. This one is medium brown, but I actually used, I think it's dark brown. It was one of the darker shades. I will leave it in the description bar below. I've actually been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade a lot lately. I've reverted back to it. I used it loads before, then I used Rimmel Brow Pencil, and now I've gone back to this, and I absolutely love it. So it's a very top product from me. Okay, so we're going to start with face first. I know a lot of you will always start with eyes and do the face after, because you get fallout and stuff, but hey, I really enjoy doing face first. I don't know why, I've always loved doing my face first. Unless it is like a super night out and I know that I'm going to have loads of fallout. I'm hoping for not too much, fingers crossed. So the first product that I'm going to be using is the Cover FX Illuminating Primer. Now, when I went to the Beauty Bay event, I actually got one of these Cover FX primers in my goodie bag, and it is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I have been obsessed with this. As you can see, like, I've used loads of it already. Been using it every single day since I've had it, and wow, it is amazing. I'm not normally one for primers, but that primer, it does things that I never knew primers could even do. So I've got very high hopes for this illuminating primer. So I'm going to pop some on. I'm going to use a little bit of that blurring one as well, because I feel like the blurring one like really does minimise your pores. It's so nice. Ooh, the consistency of this is lovely. I can already see, like, do you know when you've got an illuminating primer and it like really makes your skin just, you know, so like bright and ooh. Oh my god, look at that. Look how like illuminated like that side of my face is already. I absolutely love an illuminating primer because I love my skin to look really glowy and fresh. I hate like all mattified skin. That's just not my sort of look. I'm also, like I said, just going to use a bit of this blurring primer just for my nose, and that is just going to cover and hide any pores that we will have. So the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Stila foundation. I don't know how you say that. Is it Stila or Stila? Tell me in the description bar below, because I'm fairly new to this brand. So I've never tried anything from this brand before. This is the Stay All Day foundation and concealer. It comes like this. So it has a concealer on the top, which I think is really cool. And then it's got the foundation on the bottom. And I'm really unsure as to how this actually works. How does this work? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So I've just basically pumped it, and then it just like comes out at the top like that. I don't know how I feel about that actually. Wow, it looks so thick and it looks quite dark. Yeah, I didn't realise it was that dark. It's okay, we've got a light concealer so we can make this work. So I'm just going to put, oh my god, it is so thick. I've not actually been using the thickest of foundations lately. I've been using like a L'Oreal foundation, which is quite medium coverage and buildable. So I'm just using my beauty blender just to pat this in. I might need a little more, I don't know, because obviously I do use a lot of foundation. Oh my god, I love this. First impression is just like patting this into my skin. It's very full coverage, which you'll know I love. Probably not the right shade, but I'm going to obviously blend it down my neck and put some concealer on, so hopefully it will work. And we made this work. Look at my neck compared to it. I don't like this pump, I'm going to be honest. It's so messy. Like, who invents a pump like that? Okay, so I definitely look like an Oompa Loompa right now, but like I said, let's continue. So now I'm using the Laura Geller Baked Radiance Cream Concealer in light. I'm not normally one for pot concealers at all. I really like liquid concealers, but we've got to try new things, haven't we? So I'm just going to like pop it on using my finger. Oh my god, that's so light. I'm hoping when this blends it's not going to look as bad. So right, I'm going to take my blender out again. There you go, that's not as bad at all, is it? What do I think of this? I definitely think it's quite radiant. It's quite dewy. Do I love it? I don't know if I love it. I'm definitely more of a fan of, say, the LA Gal Pro Conceal. Again, this is from Beauty Bay. It's super affordable, and this concealer is amazing. I use the like a darker one for my contour a lot of the times, and it's so good. So yeah, I do definitely prefer, I think, a liquid concealer. But this is nice if you obviously work better with these types of concealers. It is nice. It's definitely really blendable. It's like blending so nicely into my skin. It's definitely radiant like it says. I don't think it's too bad. Definitely very radiant though. I feel like my face is glowing. I really need some powder on. It's a bit too radiant. Like, I don't want to look like I'm just shining. I'm just going to do powder now just so we can set this, because I literally look like I'm glowing from the moon right now. So now I'm just powdering just to get rid of that like really intense glow. I do like my skin to be dewy, but I don't want to look like my face is melting off. Okay, so the bronzer I'm going to be using today is from Makeup Geek. I've never used their bronzers. I've used a lot of their eyeshadows and absolutely love them. So I've got high hopes for this. This is called Sun Kissed. So it's got like a slight little bit of shimmer running through it. Just going to take my bronzing brush. It's really nice. Like, it's quite a subtle look. It's not like anything, you know, like out there. But I really like that. It's got a really nice colour to it. Just going to pop a little bit around there as well. Okay, so now for highlight, possibly my favourite part, I'm going to be using the Doll Light. So I'd never ever heard of this brand before I attended the Beauty Bay event, and honestly, this highlighter is insane. It is so good. It's my favourite highlighter without a doubt. Really affordable as well. I've got the shade Like a Diamond, and I know as well that a lot of the PLT makeup artists use this on the PLT girls. So do you know when you see that gorgeous glowy skin, this is what they're using. So I'm just going to take a Real Techniques like fluffy brush and just dip this in, tap off a little bit, and can you see that? Like, it's so amazing. Like, just look at that glow already. So good. So I'm just putting it tops of my cheekbones, bridge of my nose. And I also, what I learned on one of the gals is she puts a little bit of highlighter just here. So she does it like that. So I know it's going to look like really crazy. But then what she does is she gets her beauty blender down and just sort of taps it over just to blend it into the skin a bit more. And it just leaves you with like still quite a highlighted, dewy finish look on your skin. Insane. Okay, so just to save time's sake, and also because I just wanted to experiment and play around with the makeup just to see what look I could create, I've done one light off camera. So this is the look that I've created. Very out there and different for me, but this is exactly what the campaign is about. So I've already primed my eye with just the concealer that I had before, and then I'm going into the Coloured Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I'd never actually like heard of this brand before, but oh my gosh, like, take a look at this palette. It is insane. The colours are just amazing. This is me in a palette, and I know that I'll be getting so much use out of this. The first colour that I'm going to pick up is Royal Prerogative. So this is just like a light brown colour. And I'm just going to be taking this into my crease. So I'm literally just going to be blending this into my crease like so. This is simply just going to act as our transition colour. I always like to put a transition colour down, so then all the other shadows blend really seamlessly and nicely into your transition colour. So yeah, I'm just blending that. I've got a big MAC fluffy brush, by the way, in case you're wondering what I'm using to blend. I'm also going to take the Empress colour, which is like a really nice orangey shade. I'm going to use that just because you guys know I do like a warm colour eye, and although I'm going to be using a lot of purpley tones and stuff, I still want to keep that little bit of warmth just for the top of the eye look. So yeah, I'm just taking just a little bit of that orange colour, and again just buffing that into the crease. Yeah, and just really buffing that out. Okay, so getting on to the more exciting colours. So the next colour I'm going to be using is Ladyship. So it's this really sort of bright fuchsia purple colour. Very, very out of my comfort zone. I would never normally use a colour like this at all. I'm going to be using just a small fluffy brush and just dipping my brush into this, collecting a lot of product on the brush, and then all I'm simply going to do is I'm just going to push down with the product onto the outer corner of my eye. So I'm just using, let me just try and get a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Just using a sort of push down motion and just literally pushing all that colour on. And as you can see, it's very, very pigmented. All I'm simply doing at this point is just packing all of the product on and all of the colour on just to make sure it's super pigmented. And I'm just putting it on the outer corner of my eye, like that. And just taking it up a little bit into the crease, but not too much. So I packed all that on. Obviously I've not blended it at all yet. So I'm now going to take a different brush. This is just a little bit of a bigger, fluffier brush. And I'm just going to take the colour and start blending it into the socket, the crease, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just really buffing this in small circular motions. And like your window wiper method. So it's just like back and forth, back and forth. So a key to any makeup look is always blend. If you blend, you will get a nice seamless look. Going in back in with my big fluffier brush just to blend the obviously initial colour that I put down, that like orangey and brown colour, just in with the purpley colour. Okay, so that's that for blending. I'm now going to go in with my Morphe palette. So the Morphe palette that I'm going to be using today is the Morphe 35P palette. It's just a really nice selection of purples. As you can see, I've once fell out somewhere. I need to put it back in. I think I knocked it and it came out. Yeah, absolutely love Morphe palettes. They are so, so good. Really pigmented, really affordable. So the colours that I'm going to be taking is just these two colours here. So just like another purple colour and one with a little bit of shimmer in. So I'm going to just be mixing back and forth into those colours. And just to further deepen up this outer corner and just build it, because I really want it to be like a really deep purpley plummy colour. So yeah, I'm going to go back in and just go over that. So I'm literally just building right on top of that initial purpley. Okay, so now we've got the sort of like base and outer corner purpley shades that I wanted down. I now want to put the base colour on. So I'm going to be using the Jouer Skinny Dip Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadows palette. This is insane. So I'm going to be taking the shade Skinny Dip, which is a sort of like a really light gold colour. I've just wet my brush slightly as well before, just because this helps with the fallout and it just really intensifies the pigment of a shadow. So I'm going to be using just a flat brush just to apply this. I'm not like going to be carving out anything, it can go on top because it's so pigmented. As you can see, look how pigmented that is already. So I'm just patting this on to the base. Wow, oh my god. That is insane. I absolutely love this colour. Can't get over the pigmentation. They're so incredible. As we speak, I can feel my cold sore literally getting to the size of a volcano. Honestly, it is really growing. It's so weird when you've not got stuff on it, like you can feel it growing. Oh, it's one of those things. It's one of those things, guys, like we all go through it. As you can see, I've not took it right to the end. I've just took it about 3/4 into my eye. And now what we're going to do is we're obviously going to blend that in, because at the moment we've got lines and I need to blend it into the outer corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take back my original brush that I used, which is this small Morphe, it's actually a Morphe brush, it's a small Morphe brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back into the Coloured Rain palette, the initial like bright purpley colour. I'm going to grab a little bit of that and put this into the outer corner, and again just blend this in. And I'm also just going to take in between them two other purple colours from the Morphe palette and just pop them over the top as well. Okay, I'm also just gonna, I always do this, I'm just gonna go into that little light brown colour, the little orange one, just tap it off and just very, very lightly put your hand at the end of the brush. This will apply less pressure, and I'm just gonna just lightly, like I said, just brush a little bit over just to keep that warmth through the top of the eyeshadow. I'm just going to be applying some eyeliner just to the top of my eye. I'm going to be taking some mascara. I'm using the Laura Geller. Which one is this? It is called the Lash Boss Mascara. This is what it came in, triple benefit. Again, like I said, this is the first time I'm using Laura Geller products, but I absolutely love the brush on this. It's really like a really big comb. It's so nice. Really impressed. So yeah, just applying a coat of mascara. I don't know why I've just done that on the bottom because I've not even applied the eyeshadow there. So just for the lower eye, I'm just applying, what colours did I apply? I applied the colour Rain Queen of Hearts, and I just simply applied Royal Prerogative and Empress. And then for the outer corner, I'm just applying the two purpley shades from the Morphe palette. I'm just going to pop that there. Okay, so now on to lashes, and the lashes that I'm going to be using today are these Lily lashes. I've never actually used this style before, and they're called Ash Comb? I don't know, but look how wispy and fluttery they are. They're so, so beautiful. Tapping that on, and now I've got to concentrate because I can't do lashes and talk. So that's the lash on. I'm just going to pop some mascara over there. If it's quite dried yet actually, so I'm just going to be super careful with that. These lashes are amazing. They're so like fluttery and lovely. They're very like me. I've never thought to try these ones. I normally have like the like, is it Miami, the Mykonos ones, like those sort of ones. Okay, so to finalise, we are now going to do the lipstick. So again, like I said, for this look, it was very out of comfort zone, something a bit daring, vibrant and different. For this look, she was actually sporting a really super dark, like vampy lip, and the lipstick that was used was a Venom, and it's by LA Splash Cosmetics. It's a waterproof liquid lipstick, and I've got a cold sore. I'm going to be really careful with this, and I promise I'm going to wipe it off straight after I film this. Oh my God. Currently working around the cold sore, but now I know I'm going to have to, so I might just get a Q-tip and just dip the rest on because I don't want to, like, you know, get the product in here. So I'm just going to finish off this little bit and come back. Okay, so this is the finishing look. Like I said, it's very bold, bright and out there, which is the whole point of the campaign. It is about coming out of your comfort zone, trying new things, experimenting with makeup. So I've very much done that in this. As you know, I would never ever rock this sort of lip ever. It's fun to try and experiment though. Like I definitely think, you know, especially this eye look, I really surprised myself with this eye look. I'm absolutely in love with it. Definitely would never have gone to purple shades before this tutorial, but now I actually really like it. So I feel like with a nude lip this would look amazing. So I'm going to give you a nude lip option as well, and I've just put a nude lip on because I really wanted to show you how a nude lip would look with this look. Eye makeup is so wearable. I think, like, I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm so glad that I have experimented and played around with these purple shades because I would wear this for a night out and I really like it. I think it really makes my eyes pop. So yeah, that's why I really wanted to show you it with a nude lip so that you can recreate this look and just put it with a lip of your choice. It doesn't have to be a dark lip. I know a lot of people do like a dark vampy lip and it suits them perfectly, but for me personally, it isn't my cup of tea. It doesn't really suit me. I just go with a nude lip. So yeah, that's why I wanted to just show you how it is with my nude combo. But yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. Please give it a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed it and you want to see more makeup tutorials, because I know I don't really do that many. But if you do, let me know in the comments below because I'd love to see what you think. But yeah, hope you're all okay, guys, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.